morning, y'all. Welcome back to the Celestial Harvest. Today I'm going to be pulling all of last season's plants out of my raised bed, and I'm going to be preparing it for this upcoming growing season. Come on, let's go. This is one of my raised garden beds, and planted within this bed is sweet potatoes. So the first thing that I did was just cut the sweet potato vines because they were piling over the edge of the raised bed. And then I just started pulling up all of the vines from the bed. Right away I started pulling out sweet potatoes, and as you can see, I just set them aside. So I really wasn't expecting that I would be getting any harvest from this particular bed, because when I built this bed this last growing season, all that I put into this bed was mulch. I did not put any dirt in here at all. And I planted my sweet potato slips directly into the mulch. So the reason that I put those sweet potato slips in there is because it's supposed to be a really good ground cover, and it's supposed to help to prepare your bed for the next growing season. And as you see while I'm turning over this dirt here, it turned into gorgeous black soil. There is almost no mulch. There's some little pieces that are left in there, but there's almost no mulch left in here, and it has just given me like some great soil to work with. So since I've already dug everything up to pull out the sweet potatoes that were in here, I did decide that I was going to place what I collected was topsoil. I bought some bags of topsoil super cheap, just like $2 a bag. And I am putting that on the bottom layer since I'm already dug everything up. Ordinarily, I don't necessarily want to dig up my garden bed to put things on the bottom, just because there's a whole host of living things that are in the soil already. You're gonna have, your bacteria and fungus and all your little microbiome that are in there, creating this really great growing place for your plants. So it's better to not destroy that if you can help it. In this particular instance, I felt like it was just easier to go ahead and put that topsoil on the bottom. As I said, this whole entire bed was mulch, so you could, if you had mulch, you could consider filling the bottom with that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish leveling everything out, filling everything up. And then after everything is filled, I'll be placing a little bit of some crab meal on the top. This is good for nematodes. We here in Florida have a lot of nematodes. They can really destroy your plants pretty quickly. So the crab meal helps with that. And it also has, some NPK that will help with feeding the plants as well. And then finally, on the very top layer, I will be adding some of my own chicken manure compost. That is the last layer that I'm adding here. And I'm just going to work it into the top couple of inches of soil. And then, as I wet the soil, it will kind of work its way down, and that will all just feed the plants. Really, that's only probably the top inch or two, maybe an inch and a half of this raised bed that is the composted manure. And then now that everything's done, I will go ahead, it's ready for planting. I'm gonna put the plants in there, and then ultimately I will put mulch on top just to help retain moisture and keep the weeds down. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing how I prep this bed for the next growing season, and I can't wait to share some more with you guys next time.